Hello, children. This is your mother. Now listen to this. Once upon a time there was a wily wolf. That's me.
A wicked witch.
And a ginormous giant. These three villains earned their reputation in a selection of folk tales set in the dark woods, deep lakes, and enchanted castles. In this story, the villain is none other than the cunning wolf. Once upon a time, deep in the valleys and hidden away from passers-by, was a chicken farm called Oven Ready Farm. The remarkable thing about this chicken farm was that no one ever saw any chickens. Once in a while, a huge lorry would visit the farm and leave a few hours later. This was too much for the curiosity and hunger of the local wolf. Wait a minute, what's going on in there? A chicken farm with no chickens? This is bad for the economy and even worse for my tummy. One evening, after the lorry had left, the wolf decided it was safe to investigate. He was worried about the fat farmer, who everyone called the Fat Farmer. So he clambered onto the roof of the long timber shed with no windows and strange chimneys. Pulling up a plank with his sharp claws, he pushed his hairy snout inside. Smells like chicken? Pulling up the plank even further, he pushed his head inside. Looks like chicken. As he surveyed hundreds, maybe thousands of chickens all squashed together on the floor of the shed under lamps hung from the ceiling. He did not have time to say another word before his legs came crashing through the rotten roof timber. My, said a chicken. I thought the sky was falling in. Well, the roof is anyway. My name is Chicken Licken, and no doubt you are thinking about eating all of us hens. Well, to be truthful, it had crossed my mind, said the wolf, peering through the hole. Think how easy it would be to catch us if we were free to roam outside. The chicken explained that they had hardly ever seen the sun. Oh, I see. I gotta get you out of here, said the wolf, thinking of his stomach and not the chicken's welfare. You gotta complain to somebody about this. Here, you, fly up to this hole. When they're out of there, I'll eat them all up. Eventually, Chicken Licken flew up to the hole and joined the wolf on the roof. The temptation to pop the chicken into his mouth was almost too much. Lucky for you, I prefer the free-range chickens. Well, I'm off to see the Minister of Farming about the appalling conditions we are kept in. I'll pick up my friends on the way. You do that, and I'll wait here in case the cunning fox tries to climb to the hole and eat your friends all up. Oh, thank you, kind wolf, said the brainless chicken as she set off on her journey. Minister of Farming, eh? Armed with only a map from the oven-ready farm to the Houses of Parliament, Chicken Licken soon met up with a colleague. Henny Penny, I'm off to see the minister to tell him what appalling conditions we have to live in. I agree with you, said Henny Penny, and off they went together. A little further down the lane, they met Cocky Locky.
Yeah.
Where are you off to? We're going to complain about the conditions we have to live in. In that case, meet Turkey Lurkey. He and his fellas have it even worse until nearly Christmas. Sure enough, they met up with Turkey Lurkey. Then later with Ducky Lucky. It's the same for me, too. Hissed Goosey Lucy. And me, said Sheepy Leapy. And me, said Piggy Biggy. Soon there was an army of animals marching on the ministry. As they advanced up the road, they passed a travelling circus. At the back was a poor old lion, crammed in a cage. It looks like you're in the same position as us, said Chicken Licken.
Worse, said the lion mournfully. If I promise to be good, will you take me along with you?
The animals agreed, and slipping the bolt on his cage, the king of beasts hopped down and joined the throng. Soon they were at the doors of the ministry, with the lion in the lead. They strode up to the minister's office and knocked on the door. Come in, said a gruff voice. Chicken Licken spoke up for the group, addressing the back of the minister's chair as he seemed to be looking out of the window. It's like this, she said a little nervously. When are you going to do something about our living conditions? Right now. The wolf hadn't reckoned on a lion. He dived through the multitude of animals with the lion in hot pursuit, scattering them around the minister's office. Let me out of here, came a muffled ministerial voice from a cupboard. Chicken Licken obliged, whereupon the minister informed them that he had passed a law that very morning to free all animals from such farms, and another law to lock up all wolves. Hooray! They chorused. Boo, boo, said a breathless wolf. As he arrived back at oven-ready farm to find all the chickens happily pecking around in the sunshine, protected by an enormous high anti-wolf fence. So there.
There's more wolves and more witches and more giants here next.